Today, we're taking an in-depth look at the latest releases from the Nothing Company, the Nothing Phone 3A and 3A Pro. And no, I don't mean I'm reviewing Nothing. I'm talking about Nothing, the company that made waves with their see-through gadgets and unique LED glyph lighting system. They're back with 2 new entries in their growing lineup, and there's a lot to break down. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get into it. Imagine this. You call up your buddy and say, "Hey, I need a new phone. What do you got for me?" And he goes, "Nothing." Okay, bad joke. But seriously, today we're diving into the Nothing Phone 3A and 3A Pro and figuring out if these phones are worth your money or just a flashy gimmick. Let's kick things off with the unboxing experience. As expected from Nothing, the packaging is clean and minimalistic. Inside, you get a USB-C to USB-C cable and a cute little SIM removal tool. But that's it. No charger in the box, which is a bit of a letdown but pretty standard nowadays. On the plus side, both phones support up to 50W wired charging, so if you grab a compatible charger, you can juice up that massive 5,000 mAh battery in under an hour. What immediately caught my attention, though, was the design. The signature transparent back is here, showing off the internal components, and the LED glyph interface is back too. But can we talk about that camera bump? It is huge, like massive. It looks like it could double as a kickstand. But hey, if it delivers on camera performance, maybe it's worth it. Design-wise, Nothing stays true to its aesthetic. You either love it or hate it. The transparent back is undeniably cool, and the glyph lights are still fun. Unique touch. They light up for notifications, calls, and certain apps, though customization is still a bit limited. In terms of build, both phones feel sturdy and well-made. You get a USB-C port, speaker, and SIM tray at the bottom. On the left side, you've got a volume rocker, while the right side houses the power button and an AI button. Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Up top, there's a noise-canceling mic, and that's about it. The AI button is an interesting addition. It launches Essential Space, a built-in app designed to act like a digital journal. Hold the button, speak your thoughts, and the phone transcribes and summarizes them. It even saves the audio so you can revisit your ramblings later. I tried it out by saying, "I finally thought of that rhyme for Dingle Hopper Jingle Bopper." And sure enough, it saved the note with a little summary. Honestly, this feature could be pretty useful for creatives, students, or anyone who likes to jot things down on the go. Imagine snapping a photo and then leaving yourself a quick voice memo with context. That could be a game changer for capturing ideas on the fly. Both phones come with a 6.77-inch AMO LED display, offering up to a 120Hz refresh rate. Scrolling feels buttery smooth, and content looks crisp and vibrant. But here's where it gets weird. Even though the displays are supposedly identical, the 3A Pro consistently hit 100 to 200 nits higher brightness in our testing. Nothing claims a peak brightness of 3000 nits, but we never got close to that in real-world conditions, even with auto brightness and HDR content. As for the speakers, both phones have stereo sound with an amplified earpiece. The audio gets loud and dialogue in videos is clear, but the mids can feel a bit muddy, and the bass isn't super punchy. It's fine for casual media consumption, but for more professional tasks, you might want to use headphones. Let's talk cameras, because this is where the Pro model tries to justify its name. Both phones have a 50-megapixel main sensor and an 8-megapixels ultra-wide, but the 3A Pro adds a 50-megapixel 3x optical zoom periscope lens with OIS. That's a rare feature in this price range, and in good lighting, it delivers sharp, detailed shots. The selfie camera also is different, 32 megapixels on the 3A versus 50 megapixels on the 3A Pro. The difference is noticeable if you zoom in, but for regular selfies, it's not a huge leap. Low light performance is decent but inconsistent. Sometimes skin tones looked great. Other times I looked like I'd been spray painted yellow. And in very dark conditions, details got a bit smudgy. But honestly, for the price, the camera setup is pretty solid overall. Under the hood, the 3A packs a Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, while the 3A Pro gets a slightly tuned-up version of the same chip. Performance was great for everyday tasks like browsing, social media, and streaming. But gaming? Not so much. Frame rates took a hit, and performance was about half of what the Nothing Phone 2 offered. On the software side, Nothing OS is clean and close to stock Android, with thoughtful touches like the Glyph interface customization and, of course, Essential Space. Nothing Company promises 3 years of major Android updates and 6 years of security patches, which is respectable for this price range. Battery life was a pleasant surprise. We got around 19 hours of video playback, not quite the 28 hours Nothing claims, but still impressive. And thanks to the efficient chip, standby drain was minimal. Connectivity is solid. Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, and 5G. But no Wi-Fi 7, which hurts the future-proofing a bit. And while the phones have an IP64 rating, I wouldn't risk dunking them in water. Price-wise, the 3A starts at $379 for the 256GB model, and the 3A Pro costs $459. For the design, software, and camera features, that's pretty competitive, especially taking into account the new iPhone 16e, which in my opinion is extremely overpriced and it is not worth the money. But in this case, I think the Nothing phones are really worth it. If you're a hardcore gamer or want flagship-level performance, these might not be the phones for you. But if you want something unique with thoughtful software features, a fun design, and decent cameras, the Nothing Phone 3A and 3A Pro are absolutely worth considering. So, what do you guys think? Are these phones a hit or a miss? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more reviews. See you next time.